Thank you. Dr. John Brittas ji.
Thank you, sir. At the outset, let me salute General D.P. Watts. He has been dispassionately objective, and he even went to the extent of proposing inter-caste, inter-religious marriages to have better breeds. I don't know whether Anurag would subscribe to his view, and I would say that General is different, and I would appreciate it. Sir, I really wanted to dwell on the nuances of the bill. However, many of the points which I want to speak have already been spoken here. Nevertheless, we have so much of concerns with regard to the structure and who all will be part of the board, the independence of such bodies, what could be the rules, what could be the criteria, all sorts of things actually are kept in wake. Sir, I don't want to tell about the suspension of the accreditation of NDTL, which happened in 2019. Devendra was kind enough to point out that. It was a shame for us. What would the government do to avoid such a, I would say, such an incident which made us to lose our face? Sir, we have a prominent sports person, P.T. Usha ji here. Devendra and the General were lavishly talking about Haryana. They should have at least spoken about Kerala, because we have a social ecosystem whereby we promote sports. That is the peculiarity of Kerala. General Watt spoke about that. I told that he's a general with difference. He should be sitting here with us. Okay. Sir, just in July, 2 of our brilliant athletes were debarred. And sir, this bill should be providing us a window to the situation that is existing now. Our minister is ebullient, young, dynamic, though he is very active in politics also. And I would request that he should concentrate on sports little more. As much as he is so enthusiastic about the political happenings surrounding. Sir, as we all know, sports, we have no religion, caste, creed, language, color, or sex. It is universal. In India, everyone loves sports. Everyone wants Indian sports persons to excel. But sir, a country with 1 billion plus population, we have certain achievements. Is that what is required now? Don't we need to, tread ahead, progress? And Anurag ji, just ponder over the budgetary allocations you have. You should be using your political clout to increase the allocation, which you are not doing. Actually, the budgetary allocation has gone down from 25 crores, it has gone down to 16 crores. This is the situation. And Khelo India program currently accounts nearly 30% of the sports budget. Sir, we need to have absolute increase and specific allocation to enhance the sports in this country. Sir, hardly 0.07% is the allocation. There are small countries like Romania, Latvia, etc., which allocate more funds. Please ask Ushaji, please ask her how much the sports person require. And I would request that you should consult her. Don't make us sit here alone. You should consult her on sports. You should use her talents also. Sir, I have a suggestion. The minister should take interest in such a way that a portion of the CSR earnings should be demarcated for the sports activities. That should be propagated and promoted. Sir, we have to catch our people at young age. That's how we had.
Honourable member,
Sir, I would just come to one or two small points more. Anurag ji, we should be perturbed over the politics that are in our sports federations. We have many federations. How many federations have been derecognized due to mismanagement, lack of transparency, lack of correction? Even in our Indian Olympics Association, one of your friends in BJP is fighting with another rival group. And Too much of politics in sports bodies. Sir, 50% of the sports bodies are headed by politicians. Do you want to have that much of politics on sports bodies? I have no objection to Deependraji becoming a sports authority. He is passionate about sports. But think about those people who do not have any knowledge about the domain of sports, presiding over sports empires, only for narrow parochial interest. You have to have a control. I know that your limitations because some of the big wigs are presiding already over some of the sports federations. I don't want to name them, which you know that. You're smiling. Your smile gives us, obviously, an answer to the question I raised. Sir, cricket is overbearing. I have no issue. We all talk about the money they generated from the market, say about 50,000 crore. But think about other games and sports. Don't you want, we need to have a even structure in our sports culture. We don't want to neglect, we don't want to denigrate any vertical of our sports, sir. So I would request the Honorable Minister to have a wholesome view. And last point, sir, sports medicine. When we talk about this doping, please understand that we got a person like Messi because his hormonal deficiency were identified when he was an adolescent. We should develop sports medicine as a counter to the doping that is happening, counter to the drugs.
Thank you.
And we have Ayurveda in Kerala. He just comes to meet few press persons in Kerala. He should come and meet us also. We will suggest you the ways where you can use Ayurveda to inculcate
Thank you.
and to have
Thank you, Honourable
sports
Member.
medicine. Sir, the
Thank you.
last point I want to make is that...
Your last point was 2 points back.
Last. This is last. Sir, we have spectators' interest. We should not limit the sports to be something of the spectators. We should have participatory element in sports. I would request Honourable Minister to consider these points. There are so many nuances which I wanted to dwell out on the bill, but many persons have already spoken about that. So I would earnestly urge our young minister to see that something is done spectacular. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Manya